Hello folks, this is Jamil Sweat for Gunstock Reviews. We're here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale, Arizona, our favorite indoor facility. And today we're going to be testing a very interesting new ammunition from Federal. Okay, Federal came up with punch ammo a couple of years ago. Punch is basically ammunition that they devised and designed specifically for the civilian market. Most of the other defense ammo out there has been developed for law enforcement and used by civilians. This one was specifically done for the civilian market. So punch ammo, they're taking it one step further. They come up with punch ammo specifically designed and tested with a Springfield Armory Hellcat. So today we have two Hellcats here. The Hellcat, the original one, OSP with a standard non-threaded barrel, and the Hellcat Pro, the OSP with a standard non-threaded barrel. So we're going to be testing the same ammo on both pistols and see how it compares to each other, okay? The Hellcat Pro, which is this one here, we both have the same Shield SMSC red dot on them. So we have the same red dot, different barrel lengths, different capacities, but the same pistol, okay? So we're going to be testing it. We're going to be doing gel testing. So we're going to be testing penetration. We're going to be testing for accuracy, about 10 yards. And we're going to be testing the chrono testing, which is basically we're going to see how accurate and how consistent the ammo is in the chronograph. So we have all this equipment here. We're going to set up and shoot one after the other, and then we're going to bring you the results. I think it's going to be very interesting to see the difference between barrel lengths on the same pistol, basically, with the same ammo, and then we're going to find out. It's very interesting. Most ammunition, when tested at the factory, they test on what they call a barrel fixture, which is not really a gun. It's just a barrel attached to a machine that basically fires the bullet through a chronograph, and that's how they chrono it. Here, with this ammo, they actually use pistols. They use Hellcat and Hellcat Pro to do the testing. So how reliable and how close is my testing to the testing in here, to the results on the box? You got to understand that chronographs don't even agree with each other, okay? And several variables can affect chronograph testing, like temperature, humidity, elevation, you name it. All those things cause a difference and a variation on your testing. If we test here in Arizona, pretty much not that high over sea level, and we go to Denver and do the same test, the results are going to be completely different because elevation, humidity, temperature, you name it, all that is going to make a huge difference. So we're going to be testing and comparing our chronograph results to these chronograph results, and we're also going to be checking for accuracy and penetration. So we'll be right back and we'll bring you all the results. We're going to give you all the testing and results at the end. Okay folks, here comes the fun part of the presentation. We're going to do some chronographing, but I don't know, some people might find this incredibly boring, so I am not going to let you sit through this. I'm just going to shoot it. All the information from the shoot is going to end up on my phone, so I'll have the results. You'll just see me, I'll shoot, I'm not going to stop and tell you each velocity or whatever. I'll recap that at the end. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds with each pistol, with a Hellcat first, then with a Hellcat Pro, and then I'll give you the average, the extreme spread, and the high, low, and see how consistent it is. So let's go ahead and shoot 5 rounds with a Hellcat. Get the chrono started, and it's connected already to my phone, so it's gonna go. And that last round, next to last round, hit me upside the head. Okay, information is here. Wow, good average. We'll discuss that at the end, okay? Let's go do the Hellcat Pro. Let me start the chrono again on a new series. And Okay, let's go ahead and do it. 5 rounds. Okay, 5 rounds. Okay, let me get an average. And I do have that information here. So I have everything I need here. So at the end of the video, we'll discuss all the information. We'll compare this information I got with the information that is listed on this box of ammo, because this is very interesting. They list that information here, and as you know, sometimes this information doesn't match reality. Something like having a chrono like this. So let's go ahead and do it and see how it performs compared to this. I'll crunch these numbers, I'll get this information, and I'll get it back to you in a minute or two. Well, let's go ahead and shoot our gel and see how it performs. I'm going to shoot 1 round each with the Hellcat and the Hellcat Pro. Take some ammo out of here. Hellcat first. Okay, let's shoot the Hellcat Pro. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me get up, do some checking, and I'll tell you how it goes. Well, these are some very interesting results we got here. I originally shot 2 rounds thinking, oh, that's going to be normal, and then we got some funky results here. So I decided to shoot a couple more rounds just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, which it was a fluke. So the Hellcat went about 16.5 inches, 2 rounds. And then I shot 3 rounds with the Hellcat Pro. The first one was the one that I thought it was funky, went only 14 inches. But then the second one, it went 17.5 inches, which is deeper. So I pour for the larger velocity. The funny thing is the 5th shot hit the first Hellcat shot, and here it is. It got stuck behind it went exactly the same hole, and it was stuck behind the other bullet. So the first bullet is here, and this is the 5th bullet, right behind it. So it's on the same hole, which is amazing. You know, yeah, I'm trying to pat myself on the back here, so, but it's perfectly expanded. If you see this, this is a perfect example of a perfectly expanded projectile going through clear ballistics gel. And just as a reminder, clear ballistics gel is an approximation of ballistic ordnance gel. The reason I use this is for many reasons. Number one, it doesn't decay because ordnance gel is organic. It's made out of ground pig, basically. And it decays. It has to be frozen, and you can only use it once. This stuff can be used over and over again. So I remelt it in a mold, and I use it over and over again. So that's one of the main reasons, and it doesn't go bad. I can keep it in my car. If it's too hot, it melts a little bit, but it works great. So, but this is about a 95% approximation of what muscle mass feels like. If you notice, what is really scary is this permanent wound cavities. People complain that clear ballistics doesn't have really good permanent wound cavities. These are scary. It's like a spiral corkscrew cut that is permanent in there. So this ammo is incredibly well, it performs incredibly well. And I can tell you from my test on this and the chronograph test, I can tell you both perform better than advertised. So let's continue. Let's shoot some accuracy and see how it shoots. Okay, here comes the accuracy part of the test. We're going to be testing our new Federal Punch specifically made for the Springfield Armory Hellcat at about 10 yards. Let's start with the Hellcat. Okay, I'm shooting 3-round groups. I'm gonna shoot with the Hellcat Pro next. Okay, let me go down range and check those out. Okay guys, let's talk results. And this was interesting. I mean, I am like giddy at these results. First, let's talk penetration on gel. When we first did the first 2 rounds, I found that the Hellcat Pro didn't penetrate as much as the Hellcat. I was like, whoa, what happened here? It must have been a fluke. So I did the test again, and yes, it was a fluke, to a point that one of the bullets got stuck behind the other bullet in the same hole. It was pretty incredible. But all 5 bullets expanded perfectly well. It was like textbook expansion. And people complain that the clear ballistics gel doesn't work as good as normal ordnance gel. Well, it does, and it works great, and the results were excellent, okay, guys? Now comes Chrono, okay? Chrono was the part that a lot of people, like I described below, when they do this testing for the numbers in the box, they use a jig, a barrel test fixture. Here, they tested on a pistol. I'm gonna test on a pistol, so here are the results, okay? The box says muzzle velocity is 1,070 feet per second. Drum roll, please. We got 1,094. So our number was higher. Our highest shot was 1108, our lowest 1081, and our average was 1094. Okay, now the Hellcat Pro. The box says 1120. Our results are, drum roll, 1122. So we were 2 feet per second. Not even enough difference to make a difference, but you know what? It was higher. Our highest shot was 1127, our lowest 1117, which makes a difference of the extreme spread of 9.79 feet per second. That is impressively accurate, consistent between round to round. Of course, we shot 5 rounds. I'm not going to give you each number. Doesn't really matter. But, okay, the numbers in the box are very modest. Our results were higher. But like I explained before, it all depends on humidity, elevation, and so on and so forth. So I think our results speak for themselves. Accuracy. Okay, in these results, this one was first shot with the Hellcat. In here, this, I mean, center to center is a little over an inch, okay? Second shoot here is a little bit like an inch and a half, but that was me. That lower shot here, it was me, but I'm not gonna hide it. There's a lot of human error here, and even though I was shooting from my ransom rest, the steady rest, there's still me behind the target, and so, you know, it's the dummy behind the target that gets these results. I'm not blaming this one on the ammo or the pistol, I'm blaming it on me. But the results are very, very consistent. So what can I say? This ammo, specifically made for the Hellcat and the Hellcat Pro, is great, performs great, great penetration, great accuracy, great consistency. What can I say? Great ammo. So I think Federal hit it out of the park with this one. This is a great ammo, and like I said, specifically for 2 of my most favorite pistols for concealed carry. Always carry one, great pistol. So, like always, guys, I'd like you like the channel, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. And please remain healthy, stay safe, and definitely have fun on the range.